Here are 3 things I would not do at work as an employee, coming from my perspective as an employment law attorney. First, I would not issue a complaint to HR unless I was prepared for that information to be conveyed to upper management. HR works for the company and they report to upper management. And one of the primary goals of their job is to protect the company from liability. Therefore, when an employee conveys information to that HR individual, even if it's confidential, they will often pass it on to upper management and let them know what's going on. So while it's perfectly reasonable for an employee to complain to HR in certain circumstances, those employees just need to realize that that information will probably be passed on. Second, if HR or my supervisor approached me to let me know there was a likelihood that I was going to be fired and did I want to resign, I would respectfully decline. From my perspective, I would rather the employer end my employment rather than resigning. This way, I have a better chance at collecting unemployment. If I have any legal claims, it puts me in a better position, and there's a greater likelihood that I will get severance. So unless an employee has a unique reason why it's better to quit than to be fired, for example, for a licensing reason, I think it's better to be let go than to resign. And third, if I were pulled into a meeting by HR or my supervisor and terminated, I would not just sit there and not ask questions. I would respond by asking 3 questions. Why am I being fired? When do my benefits end? And am I being paid severance? Although sometimes the company will not provide you with that information, it's often beneficial to have. And many employees are in such shock that they don't ask questions, and I don't think that helps them.